Now to that breaking news we've been following all day in Gaston County. Late this afternoon, a police standoff situation ended at a senior living apartment complex near downtown Cramerton. Gaston County's police chief tells us one man is in custody and no one was hurt. This all happened at the Mayworth School Apartments off 8th Avenue, which just reopened after being shut down for several hours. That's where we find our Brandon Goldner live at 5. And Brandon, what have you learned now about this suspect?
Well, police have identified him as Parks Franklin Elmore Jr. They came to this building around 11:30 this morning after hearing a gunshot inside his apartment.
All right, she thinks she heard a gunshot come from the basement.
As soon as officers walked up to Parks Franklin Elmore Jr.'s apartment, Gaston County Police Chief Joseph Ramey says Elmore fired his gun several times through the door. No officers were hit.
Multiple shots fired, Gaston. Multiple shots fired. Send me some more units. We're downstairs in the basement.
Chief Ramey says officers and paramedics evacuated dozens of Elmore's neighbors, as well as staff and students inside Gaston County Schools' Raider Center next door. After several hours, he says officers were able to arrest Elmore just before 3. No one was injured.
It is a safe ending or a peaceful ending to this difficult situation.
Questions still remain. The chief wouldn't get into detail on how officers were able to arrest Elmore. The chief also says Cramerton police had previously been called to Elmore's apartment 3 times for welfare checks. He says officers even took weapons away from Elmore. He says part of their investigation will include how Elmore was able to get this weapon.
That's an issue that we struggle with in the law enforcement community, is that everyone with a weapon can be dangerous. How do we keep weapons out of those individuals that may not have the capability of understanding what a weapon will do?
Now, police say there are about 40 people who live inside this building. Coming up at 6, we were there when the daughter was reunited with her mother, and obviously a very emotional day for many people. Reporting live in Cramerton, I'm Brandon Goldner, NBC Charlotte.
Brandon, thank you.